Much has changed in our world since then. But what hasn't changed is our love of the movies and their ability to inspire us and to help us through troubled times.
Welcome back to our channel. Olivia de Havilland, one of the indelible icons of classic Hollywood, left her mark not only through her exceptional acting talent, but also through her unwavering spirit of resistance. Over a career spanning more than 7 decades, she captivated audiences with her legendary performances and changed the course of the film industry's history with a bold decision to stand up for her rights and those of her fellow artists. With a gentle yet resolute smile, Olivia stepped beyond the dazzling lights of the silver screen to become a symbol of courage and resilience. But what transformed a young girl with a passion for the stage into a woman who shook Hollywood to its core? What gave her the strength to overcome personal sorrows and secure her place in history? Let us explore the remarkable journey of Olivia de Havilland, from her tentative first steps on stage to her triumphant victories on the silver screen and the fierce battles she fought beyond the spotlight. Early life. Olivia de Havilland was born on July 1, 1916, in Tokyo, Japan, into an English family deeply rooted in academia and the arts. Her father, Walter de Havilland, was a professor and patent attorney, while her mother, Lillian Fontaine, had been a talented actress before abandoning her career to build a family. Olivia's childhood was marked by a unique fusion of Western and Eastern cultures, where the sounds of Japanese temple bells intertwined with classic English melodies. However, family life was not always serene. Her parents' marriage began to crumble amidst rumors of Walter's infidelity. Walter even suggested sending Olivia to live with a Japanese family to immerse herself in the culture, but this idea proved too much for Lillian to bear. She decided to leave Japan, taking Olivia and her younger sister Joan Fontaine to seek a new beginning. In 1919, Lillian secretly boarded a ship to San Francisco with her daughters, severing ties with Walter entirely. There, she faced the challenges of single motherhood, teaching drama in the small town of Saratoga, California, to support Olivia and Joan. While Lillian worked to make ends meet, Olivia discovered her passion for acting through her mother's drama classes. She was captivated by the stage, a place where she felt a sense of freedom and vitality absent from her family's strained dynamics. In high school, Olivia continued to show her artistic talent, with a turning point coming when she was cast as the lead in Alice in Wonderland. This role not only solidified her love for acting, but also helped her realize that the stage was where she truly belonged. However, not everyone supported Olivia's dreams. Her stepfather, George Fontaine, dismissed acting as a frivolous pursuit and demanded she give it up. Faced with the choice between family and her passion, Olivia chose to leave home and move in with friends to pursue her dream. Olivia's determination soon paid off as she quickly made an impression on the local theater scene. A standout performance in A Midsummer Night's Dream caught the attention of renowned director Max Reinhardt, opening the door to the world of cinema. The challenges of her early life didn't deter Olivia. Instead, they became the driving force behind her relentless pursuit of success, laying the foundation for the illustrious career that awaited her. Early career. Olivia de Havilland's journey to Hollywood is a story built on talent, determination, and fortuitous opportunities. After her captivating performance as Hermia in A Midsummer Night's Dream on the local stage, she caught the attention of Max Reinhardt, a renowned name in the theatrical world. Reinhardt invited Olivia to be an understudy for the Hollywood Bowl production of the same play. Luck continued to favor Olivia when both the lead actress and the first understudy withdrew just before the performance. With her natural confidence and undeniable talent, Olivia stepped into the role of Hermia and delivered an outstanding performance. Impressed by her brilliance, Reinhardt not only included her in the subsequent tour, but also cast her as Hermia in the Warner Brothers film adaptation of A Midsummer Night's Dream, 1935. Despite her entrance into Hollywood, Olivia's path was far from smooth. During her initial auditions, she faced challenges ranging from ill-fitting costumes to pressure to modify her voice to align with American standards. Yet Reinhardt admired Olivia's authenticity and unpolished charm. With his support, she signed a 5-year contract with Warner Brothers, marking the beginning of a promising film career. In 1935, Olivia made her big-screen breakthrough in the film adaptation of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Though the film boasted a substantial budget and meticulous production, it failed to achieve commercial success. Nonetheless, Olivia's talent shone through, earning her critical recognition and positioning her as a rising star. The true turning point for Olivia came later in 1935 when she starred in Captain Blood opposite a young and relatively unknown actor, Errol Flynn. The on-screen chemistry between the two was electric, and the film became a resounding success, earning $1.35 million, a remarkable achievement for the time. This established Olivia as one of Hollywood's most promising actresses. Over the following years, Olivia collaborated with Errol Flynn in a series of blockbuster films, including The Charge of the Light Brigade, 1936, The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938, and They Died with Their Boots On, 1941. Each film solidified her status in the film industry, showcasing not only her beauty, but also her impressive acting skills. While Olivia was highly praised for her romantic and fairy tale roles, she began to feel dissatisfied with being typecast in shallow characters. Her meteoric rise during the 1930s and early 1940s was not just a testament to her talent, but also set the stage for her future endeavors, as Olivia sought to break free from constraints and shape her career on her own terms. Career peak. Olivia de Havilland entered the peak of her career with a resolute determination to break free from the image of the classic muse and establish herself as a versatile actress. Despite her tremendous success in films alongside Errol Flynn, Olivia understood that to truly elevate her craft, she needed roles with greater depth and challenge. The turning point came when she was cast as Melanie Hamilton in Gone with the Wind, 1939. To secure this role, Olivia had to overcome opposition from Warner Brothers, which refused to lend her to the project. Rather than accept defeat, Olivia cleverly sought the help of Ann Warner, the wife of studio head Jack Warner, to persuade her husband. With Ann's support, Olivia ultimately landed the role of Melanie, a character with a gentle exterior but remarkable inner strength. The role was not only a test of her acting skills, but also an opportunity for Olivia to prove her talent. When Gone with the Wind premiered, it shattered box office records and became a cultural phenomenon. Olivia earned her first Oscar nomination for her performance, and though she did not win, she solidified her reputation in the film industry. Following Gone with the Wind, Olivia continued to seek more nuanced roles. In Hold Back the Dawn, 1941, she portrayed a young schoolteacher deceived by an immigrant seeking personal gain. Olivia delivered a poignant performance, capturing the character's innocence, kindness, and pain of betrayal, earning her another Oscar nomination for Best Actress. However, the award went to her younger sister, Joan Fontaine, a moment that deepened the rift between the two sisters and became a bittersweet milestone in Olivia's career. Undeterred by setbacks, Olivia showcased her resilience in To Each His Own, 1946. As Jody Norris, a young woman forced to give up her son but later striving to reunite with him, Olivia took audiences on an emotional journey of heartbreak, regret, strength, and determination. This role earned her the first Oscar of her career, proving that her legal battle with Warner Brothers, where she won the right to control her career, was entirely justified. One of Olivia's boldest and most impactful roles came in The Snake Pit, 1948. The film delved into the harsh realities of mental health institutions, a controversial and rarely explored topic at the time. Olivia dedicated herself to understanding her character, Virginia Cunningham, a woman suffering from mental illness with no memory of why she was institutionalized. She conducted extensive research at psychiatric hospitals and even participated in a simulated electroshock therapy session to grasp her character's emotions. Her performance not only moved audiences but also raised awareness about mental health care, leading to legislative reforms in 13 U.S. states. The Snake Pit became a groundbreaking film that left a lasting impact. Another pinnacle of Olivia's career came with The Heiress, 1949, where she played Catherine Sloper, a shy woman dominated by her controlling father and betrayed by the man she loves. To fully embody the role, Olivia transformed her appearance, gaining weight and embracing a less glamorous look on screen. This sacrifice demonstrated her artistic commitment and resulted in a haunting and authentic performance. The Heiress garnered critical acclaim, and Olivia won her second Academy Award for Best Actress, cementing her place in cinematic history. During this peak period, Olivia de Havilland was not only a celebrated star, but also a symbol of courage and dedication to her craft. Her roles transcended traditional archetypes, paving the way for future actresses seeking diversity and depth in their careers. Olivia not only mastered the silver screen, but also took control of her destiny, leaving a timeless legacy as one of Hollywood's greatest stars. Legal battle with Warner Brothers. After reaching the pinnacle of her career with a string of iconic roles and 2 prestigious Oscar nominations, Olivia de Havilland did not stop at her immediate successes. She yearned for more, not just artistically, but also in terms of freedom over her own career. In an industry where actors were bound by oppressive contracts, Olivia decided to challenge one of the most powerful systems of the time, the major Hollywood studios, epitomized by Warner Brothers. These studios held absolute authority over which projects actors could work on, and those who refused faced severe penalties, such as suspension without pay. This was the environment Olivia de Havilland, a rising star in the 1940s, found herself up against. Frustrated by being repeatedly assigned one-dimensional roles, often as gentle, shallow characters, Olivia began rejecting parts she deemed unsuitable. This led to a series of suspensions from Warner Brothers, during which the suspension periods were added to the length of her contract. This practice turned an already rigid contract into a trap, extending the studio's control over her career. By 1943, Olivia had reached her breaking point. Having been suspended for a total of 25 weeks between 1939 and 1943 for refusing roles, Warner Brothers declared that she owed them an additional 6 months of work to compensate for the suspension periods. This was the final straw, prompting Olivia to make a bold decision no actor had dared to take before. She filed a lawsuit against Warner Brothers. With the guidance of attorney Martin Gang, Olivia invoked an old California law known as the anti-peonage law, which stipulated that no personal labor contract could extend beyond 7 years. While this law had never been applied in the entertainment industry, Olivia was determined to assert her right to freedom after 7 years of employment. Olivia's lawsuit became a major point of interest, not only for its audacity, but also for the stark power imbalance between the two sides. Warner Brothers was one of the most influential studios in Hollywood, while Olivia had to halt her career, rely on her savings, and volunteer at military hospitals during the war to cope with financial pressure. In court, Warner Brothers attempted to tarnish Olivia's image, labeling her as spoiled and ungrateful. However, Olivia remained composed and articulated her case with sharp reasoning, emphasizing that she was not refusing to work, but simply rejecting roles that did not align with her artistic integrity. Her arguments, coupled with the backing of the law, ultimately convinced the court. In March 1944, the court ruled that Warner Brothers could not extend Olivia's contract beyond 7 years. The studio appealed to the California Supreme Court, but in December of the same year, the ruling was upheld. This decision was a landmark victory, not just for Olivia, but for all actors in the industry. Olivia de Havilland's lawsuit fundamentally changed how Hollywood treated its artists. Studios could no longer indefinitely bind actors to long-term contracts, and performers gained greater freedom to choose projects that suited their artistic aspirations. This not only improved working conditions, but also ushered in a new era where artists had more control over their careers. This legal triumph did not overshadow Olivia's acting career. Instead, it solidified her status as a trailblazer. She returned to the screen in 1946 with To Each His Own, a performance that earned her the first Oscar of her career. For Olivia, this victory was not only a recognition of her talent, but also a testament to the worth of her legal battle. Olivia de Havilland's bold actions not only transformed her life, but left a profound legacy on the film industry. She became a symbol of resilience and justice, a star who shone not only on the silver screen, but also as a leader in the fight for artists' rights, leaving an enduring impact for generations to come. Personal life. Behind the glamour of a Hollywood star, Olivia de Havilland was a woman with deeply emotional personal stories, from profound romances to immense losses. She was not only an icon of the arts, but also a mother, a wife, and a resilient individual who faced life's challenges head-on. One of Olivia's most notable relationships was with Howard Hughes, the famous tycoon and film producer. Their romance was passionate but equally complex. Howard left a strong impression on Olivia with grand romantic gestures, such as gifting her a 5-carat emerald engagement ring and even landing his private plane on a beach near her home. However, his controlling nature made Olivia feel stifled. When the relationship became toxic, Olivia courageously ended it by returning all his gifts to him in his hospital room following a car accident. While her relationship with Howard Hughes ended quickly, Olivia found a gentler, simpler love with Jimmy Stewart, the renowned film star. They began dating in the late 1930s, and Jimmy even accompanied Olivia to the premiere of Gone with the Wind in 1939. Their time together included romantic moments, such as Jimmy teaching Olivia how to fly a plane. However, their relationship was short-lived due to their demanding careers and Jimmy's decision to join the military at the onset of World War II. Another passionate relationship in Olivia's life was with director John Huston. The two met while working on In This Our Life, 1942, and quickly became entangled in a fiery romance, despite John being married at the time. Their relationship caused a stir in Hollywood, not only due to John's wild personality, but also because Olivia was perceived as the epitome of the perfect woman. Their love affair was tumultuous, climaxing in a physical altercation at a party between John and Errol Flynn, Olivia's former co-star, after Flynn made an inappropriate comment about her. Despite numerous high-profile romances, Olivia did not find true stability until she married Marcus Goodrich in 1946. Marcus, a writer and former Navy officer, was 18 years Olivia's senior and had been married 4 times before. While their marriage began with great expectations, their differing temperaments eventually led to difficulties. Marcus had a fiery disposition and often tried to control Olivia, clashing with her independent and strong-willed nature. They had a son, Benjamin, in 1949, but their marriage ended in 1953 after years of discord. A few years after her divorce, Olivia met Pierre Galante, the editor of Paris Match, at the Cannes Film Festival in 1953. Their romance blossomed amidst the romantic ambiance of the French Riviera, and in 1955, Olivia married Pierre and relocated to Paris to start a new chapter in her life. They had a daughter, Giselle, and Olivia quickly adapted to life in Paris, learning French and embracing European culture. Although their marriage faced challenges, particularly due to Pierre's demanding career, they chose to part amicably in 1962 without officially divorcing. Olivia and Pierre remained close, co-parenting Giselle, and even supporting each other later in life. Olivia cared for Pierre during his final years until his death in 1998. As a mother, Olivia was deeply devoted to her children. When her son Benjamin was diagnosed with cancer as a teenager, Olivia stood by his side throughout his treatment. Despite her efforts, she could not prevent the tragedy of his passing at the age of 41 in 1991. This loss was the greatest sorrow of Olivia's life, and she once called it the most terrible thing that ever happened to me. Olivia continued to pour her love and hope into her daughter Giselle, whom she raised with the desire for a simple life away from the Hollywood spotlight. As Giselle grew up and started her own family, Olivia found new joy in being a grandmother. She once remarked that being a grandmother was even better than being a mother because you get the joy without the responsibility. The life of Olivia de Havilland was not just about her triumphs on screen, but also a journey of challenges and joys in her personal life. She embodied strength and grace, facing adversity with steadfast resolve, leaving behind a legacy not only as a cinematic icon, but also as a vibrant woman who experienced the full spectrum of life's emotions. Later years and legacy. In her later years, Olivia de Havilland was not only a living symbol of classic Hollywood, but also an inspiring figure in both art and life. After stepping away from the limelight, Olivia found peace in Paris, where she had lived since 1955 following her marriage to Pierre Galante. There, she built a simple yet elegant life, immersing herself in French culture while cherishing memories from her golden era. Olivia's Parisian home was a stylish haven where she preserved treasured mementos from her career, including her 2 Academy Awards, testaments to her talent and perseverance. She enjoyed hosting intimate gatherings with friends and cultural figures, exuding the warmth and charm of a Hollywood star combined with the sophistication of European living. Although she lived far from the public eye, Olivia never faded from public consciousness. Honors and accolades continued to find her throughout her later years. In 2008, she was awarded the National Medal of Arts by President George W. Bush, recognizing her immense contributions to cinema. 2 years later, she received France's Legion of Honor, one of the nation's highest distinctions, for her long-standing connection to and love for French culture. In 2017, at the age of 101, Olivia became the oldest person to be named a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire by Queen Elizabeth II. This honor not only acknowledged her artistic legacy, but also celebrated her Anglo-American heritage and timeless contributions to entertainment. Olivia accepted the title with pride, calling it the most wonderful birthday present as she approached her 101st birthday. While Olivia spent most of her time in Paris, she was unafraid to speak out when her dignity was challenged. In 2017, she took legal action against FX Networks for using her likeness in the series Feud, Bette and Joan, without her permission. The show inaccurately portrayed her as a gossip who insulted her sister, Joan Fontaine, deeply wounding Olivia, who had always upheld grace, dignity, and honesty. Olivia filed a lawsuit against FX Networks, arguing that the unauthorized use of her name and image was an invasion of privacy and a defamation of her character. She also highlighted the emotional distress and harm to her reputation caused by the series. Though her lawsuit was ultimately dismissed by the court under the grounds of free speech, Olivia's action demonstrated her unwavering commitment to defending her values, even at the age of 100. It was a testament to her enduring spirit, a quality that defined her career and life. On July 26, 2020, Olivia de Havilland passed away at her home in Paris at the age of 104, closing a significant chapter in Hollywood history. She was the last surviving star of Gone with the Wind and one of the final luminaries from the golden age of cinema. Her passing marked not just the end of an era, but also a moment to reflect on the profound legacy she left behind. Olivia de Havilland's legacy extends far beyond her iconic roles. She is remembered as a trailblazer who dared to challenge an unjust system, reshaping how Hollywood treated its artists through her historic legal victory. Thanks to her courage and perseverance, future generations of actors gained greater freedom to define their careers. Her performances, from the gentle Melanie in Gone with the Wind to the deeply complex Catherine Sloper in The Heiress, set a standard for authenticity and depth in acting. Films like The Snake Pit not only showcased her artistic prowess, but also sparked societal change, proving that cinema could be a powerful tool for improving lives. For more than a century, Olivia de Havilland shone as a beacon of talent, grace, and determination. From her unforgettable on-screen roles to her quiet contributions to the arts, she left behind a legacy that time cannot diminish. Her legacy is not only embodied in her Oscar statuettes or classic films, but also in the story of a courageous woman who took control of her destiny and inspired others to pursue their dreams. What are your thoughts on the life and legacy of Olivia de Havilland? Which aspect of her remarkable journey, her iconic roles, or her brave battles left the deepest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we continue to explore the stories of Hollywood's greatest legends.